friends, welcome to the e-learning platform and initiative by Science Park, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Today we'll cover chapter 12 from SSC board and chapter 5 from CBSE board from 7th standard. And here the topic for the current video is acids, bases and salts. This video is specially for standard 8. Today's subtopics are introduction, then we'll see what are natural acids and mineral acids. We'll see what are indicators in laboratory. We'll see making of natural indicator. We'll see properties of acids. We'll see acids in our body. And lastly, we'll see use of acids. Mainly, we'll see importance of sulfuric acid in industries. Now before we start our session, let me tell you great care should be taken while handling laboratory acids and bases because these are very corrosive in nature. They are irritating and harmful to skin because they react immediately with your skin. So first, these are the common points which we'll be discussing today. First, we'll see what are weak and strong acids. Then we'll see some properties of acids. We'll see what is the scientific definition of acid. We'll see some of the reactions of acids, and we'll see what are common acids in general. Now let's start with our daily chores. We have so many substances around us which we generally use or come across with. Now, do you know the substances which are sour in taste are generally acids. So, which are those substances that come across in our daily life applications which are sour in taste? Curd, it contains lactic acid. Have you ever bitten by an ant? When an ant bites, it really irritates your skin because the ant stings contains formic acid. So if you have ever across with such kind of injury, you should always apply sodium bicarbonate, खाण्याचा soda, to your skin. That immediately stops the burning of your skin because formic acid which is in your skin will react with sodium bicarbonate and get neutralized. इमली, चिंच सगळ्यांना खायला आवडते. It contains tartaric acid. Spinach, palak contains oxalic acid. All the citrus fruits contain citric acid. And vinegar, which is used in preparing Chinese recipes, contains acetic acid, 10% of acetic acid. Now all these acids which are mentioned here are natural acids. So can I test all the substances around me and see whether they are acid or not? No, I can't test. So there has to be some other test or simple reactions to indicate me whether the given substance is acid or base. We'll see to it. Now, can you tell me which acid is present in apple? Okay, that is your homework. Now let's summarize some of the natural acids that we saw in a tabular form. So you can pause the video here and write down this tabular form in your notebook. Now let's see the scientific definition of acid. A compound which produces hydrogen ions, H+ ions, when dissolved in water is called as acid. So the simple reaction for acid can be written as any kind of acid when is added with water always and always dissociates with H+ ions. Let's see what happens with strong acid and weak acids. If I put strong acid in water, it completely ionizes. So what do I mean by ionizing? So if this is water and if I am putting concentrated hydrochloric acid in that, immediately it dissociates into H+ ions and Cl- ions. So all the acid molecules will be separated into different atoms of H+ and Cl- ions which are readily available for the further reactions. What happens with weak acids? They ionized partially. So when I put acetic acid, which is a weak acid, in water, some of the acetic acid molecules will dissociate into CH3COO minus and H plus, and some of the acetic acid molecules will remain as it is. This is called as dissociation or ionization of acids. Now these are some common acids which I think you should know by now. So here I have given some of the formulas of common acids and their name. So you have to pause the video here and match the uh, formulas with their names. Do not cheat with me. Please pause the video here. Okay. Now you can check your answers. Right? Out of these first three acids, HCl, H2SO4 and HNO3 are called as mineral acids. Okay. Now let's see some properties, very important properties of acids. First of all, if acid is present and if I dip litmus paper, blue litmus paper turns red immediately. Okay. All the acids taste sour. Acid molecules contain hydrogen ion as a main constituent. Acid reacts with metal to form hydrogen gas. Acid reacts with carbonates and liberate carbon dioxide gas. Blue litmus always and always turn red in acid. Never forget this last point. Now we use some indicators in laboratory to find out whether the given solution or substance is acid or base. Now what are these indicators? Indicators are substances those whose solution change color due to changes in pH of the solution. pH is potential of hydrogen. How much hydrogen ions are present in the particular solution is indicated by a term pH. The long form of pH is potential of hydrogen. These are called as acid-base indicators. They are usually weak acid or base. But their conjugate base, I mean their product base or acid, forms different colors due to differences in absorption from the light. Now, do you know that the color of hydrangea flowers, these flowers which I have shown you here in the picture, the color of the flowers depends on the pH of the soil in which they are grown. Interesting. There are different laboratory grade indicators that we use in the chemical laboratory. First indicator that we use in the laboratory are nothing but litmus papers that we use as primary indicators. This paper is made up of a plant extract, lichen plant extract. It is red or blue in color. Blue litmus paper turns red on dipping in acid and red litmus turns blue by dipping it in alkali. Now let's see making of natural indicator. हॅलो, आता आपण सगळे घरी आहोत तर घरात राहून घरातल्या गोष्टी वापरून आपण ऍसिड आणि बेस याच्या टेस्ट कशा करणार आणि इंडिकेटर म्हणून आपण काय वापरणार याच्यासाठी मी हा प्रयोग तुम्हाला करून दाखवतेय. सो वॉच मी केअरफुली and then you can repeat the same experiment at home, and I would urge all of you to do that. You have to take one drawing paper, fold it as per your need, cut it properly. You have to take one tray, a big tray, put the paper in that. Okay. Now we all have turmeric powder at home, right? Without a doubt. So you have to take turmeric powder and add it in a tray. Add water in that, ample of water in that, so that we have to soak this paper in turmeric solution. The paper should be totally soaked in the turmeric solution. So accordingly you have to add turmeric powder. Shake the tray well. See that you have to prepare enough of turmeric solution in the tray. Put the tray on the table and then soak the paper in that completely. See to it that the entire paper should be soaked in the turmeric solution. And now we have to keep this paper soaked in turmeric solution for more than 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, let's start doing it. Now this is our paper which is now dried completely, turmeric paper. Now I will cut the paper, this paper into strips, long strips of paper. Okay, now I'll start cutting it in very thin strips so that the entire strip I can put in test tubes. So I'm deliberately have cut all the strips very thin and long. So I have total 7 strips now. So I'm keeping it here. Now to judge it, I have taken 7 test tubes, out of which 4 test tubes are alkalis, base, and these 3 test tubes are acids, different samples of acids. Now you see what you have at home. Okay, now this is the spray, hand sanitizer spray. We all know that it contains alcohol. Let's see whether alcohol is a base or an acid. Can you see the paper is changing its color into red? Yes, it is changing its color into red. That shows that hand sanitizer that we use is base, is a strong base. Okay, now here I have sodium bicarbonate, खाण्याचा soda, eating soda that we have in our kitchen. So I am adding some water in that, making a solution out of it, shaking it well, and now I'll put my strip of turmeric paper in that solution. Now let's see what is happening here. Yes, it is turning red in color. It shows that this is a base. Can you tell me formula for sodium bicarbonate? Now in the second test tube I have a soap solution. I am adding water in that, making it dilute, and now I'll put my second strip into that. Okay, let's see the color. You can see it is dark red now. This shows that soap is a base. This is ammonia. I can smell it. Deliberately adding water into that, and again putting one strip of turmeric into that. Again you can see it has turned red, blood red. Is it visible to all of you? This shows that ammonia is a strong base. It's a very strong base. Now I have put one pellet of sodium hydroxide, putting some water in that. This is a solution of sodium hydroxide now, and now I am putting turmeric paper in that. Oh, look at this. This is red because sodium hydroxide is a strong base. Now if you have observed that there are different shades of reddishness of the turmeric paper here. Now we will start testing our acids. This is citric acid, lemon juice. I have squeezed half of lemon, and now I am putting turmeric paper into that. Nothing has happened to this paper. It has changed to a lighter shade of yellow. That shows that this is acid. We all know that lemon juice contains citric acid in that. Here I have nitric acid. I have concentrated nitric acid. So I am diluting it by adding some water in it. Okay, now I can smell nitric acid strongly. I am putting turmeric paper into that. It's vigorously reacting with it, and now it has become faint yellow. I am again putting the strip into nitric acid. You can see fumes coming out of it and some bubbles are coming. Which are these bubbles? I'll put this side in the test tube so that you all can again watch the strip of bubbles coming out of the test tube. Yeah, that is nothing but hydrogen. And lastly, we'll test acetic acid, glacial acetic acid. I am diluting it with water and putting our last strip of turmeric paper in that. Can you see the change of color of turmeric paper strip immediately? This shows that it is again an acid. That is it. Now let's see some instructions for this experiment. Instead of dipping the paper in turmeric solution that I did there, and I actually put it in sunlight. So instead of doing that, you can make a thick paste of turmeric powder and apply it with a brush on the paper, right? And please dry it in a cooler place inside your house. Now don't put the turmeric paper to dry in sun. If you keep it in sun, it becomes reddish. What you saw was the paper kept in a sunlight. You can test different fruit juices and different soap solutions with turmeric paper. Write your observations in a tabular form. You have to repeat the experiment with the substances around you which intrigued you, and then you have to tabulate your observations in a table like this. Now here I have shown, first we tested hand sanitizer. Chemical formula for sanitizer we don't know, so you can write that you don't know the chemical formula. But for example, for sodium carbonate you have to write the chemical formula here in this box. Then you have to write your observation as effect of turmeric paper and the remarks. So the remarks will be whether the given substance is acid or base. And here you have to write the effect of that substance on turmeric paper, right? So I have listed all the substances or acids or bases that we used here in the experiment in the video. You can go on extending the list as you test different substances around you. Now further, turmeric paper test, you can also use vinegar for acetic acid. Test egg yolk with turmeric paper for acidity. You can also test ala solution that we use as a fabric whitener or bleach. You can test sugar, shampoo solution, common salt, table salt, etc. Write down all your observations in a tabular form. I am again repeating it here. You have to do it and show it to me when the discussion period is on. Now, are there acids in our body? Yes, we do have certain acids in our body that we use for digestion of food. Instead of that, we also have certain acids in each cell of the body, which are called as DNA. The long form of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. It is an acid. It controls every feature of the body, such as our looks, color of our eyes, our height, etc. Now proteins that build part of our cells are also made up of acids, which are known as amino acids. There are, if I'm not wrong, 12 to 24 different amino acids which are used for making proteins. The fats in our body also contains acids which are known as fatty acids. All these are natural acids. Now let's see some uses of acids. Here I have shown you a picture of production of sulfuric acid, industry of production of sulfuric acid. Now let's see some uses of industrial uses of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is a very useful chemical industrially. Sulfuric acid is used in fertilizer industry. For example, if I put sulfuric acid in rock phosphate, whose formula is this, it obviously creates this and calcium sulfate, where calcium sulfate and combination of calcium hypophosphate is a very useful combo fertilizer for different plants in soil. Sulfuric acid is also used to make sulfate of ammonia, which is another useful fertilizer. Sulfuric acid can be added to ethene or ethylene to produce ethanol. Here sulfuric acid is used as a catalyst. So you have to add water in ethylene or ethene and you have to pass sulfuric acid fumes on top of it. It produces ethanol. Sulfuric acid is used in car batteries, which are lead acid batteries, where sulfuric acid is used as an electrolyte. Sulfuric acid enables the production of some type of synthetic fibers like nylon and rayon. Here I have shown you a picture of a rayon material. Acid can be used to dissolve metals or metal compounds in mines. Thank you for now.